everyone, welcome to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to show you how to build an ATM application using C++. So before building this application, first we have to know what are the functionalities which we are going to do in this application. So there are several functionalities. First one will be we can check balance, and the second one will be money deposit, and the third one will be money withdrawal. So before all this, we have to display the user what are the options he or she can choose. So to display that, I'm going to use a function as display menu. And within this function, I'm going to write out and I'm going to copy this here to make it somewhat proportional, and I'm going to write our first option, which is check balance, and I'm going to copy the same thing, paste it here. Right, then our second option will be deposit, and our third option will be withdrawal. Right, then I'm going to invoke this function within our main menu. So if I run my program, you can see our menu like this. So next, we have to allow user to choose one of these options. So for that, we have to create a variable. So I'm going to create as int option. Then this variable will store the choice which the user chooses. Then I'm going to write out as cout option. Then I'm going to accept the value from the user as seen option. So then I'm going to handle these options which the user chooses by using a switch case. So for that, I'm going to write like this. Right, then the case 1. When we write the case 1, when the option is case 1, I want to write out the balance to my user. So for that, there must be a variable which stores the balance. So I need double balance, and I'm going to assign an initial value for the balance, which is 500. You can assign any value. So then I'm going to write out the balance in the case 1 like cout balance is, as we are going to write the balance in rupees, I'm going to write as RS in the balance, then enter. As our case ends, we can use break. Right, So in the second case, case 2, we are going to allow the user to deposit some amount, so that we have to ask the user how much money he or she needs to deposit. So then I'm going to create a variable for that. Double deposit amount. Can write out like this. Deposit amount, and then I'm going to accept the value which user enters, like this. So then I need to add that deposit amount to the initial balance value. So for that, I'm going to write out as balance addition deposit amount. From this piece of code, the balance will be updated as initial balance plus the new deposit amount. Right. Then as our case ends, we can use break. Then the case 3 is used when user want to withdraw money. So I'm going to copy the same thing here, and this will be case 3, and this will be withdraw amount, and our variable will be again withdraw amount, and I'm going to accept withdraw amount from the user. And in here there's something like I'm going to accept the withdraw amount only if the balance is greater than the withdraw amount. So for that, I'm going to write if copy withdraw amount is less than or equal to the balance, I need to subtract the withdraw amount from the balance, right? And this must be negative. So else, that means there is insufficient balance. So I want to write out a message to the user like insufficient balance. Right. And as our case ends, there must be a break. And next, we have to implement a loop to iterate this program continuously. So for that, I'm going to use a do while loop, and I'm going to add do here, and while, and I want to do this code, this piece of code, while the option that my user enter is not equal to 4. That means when my user enters 4, the program must stop executing. So for that, I'm going to write as option is not equal to 4. So now I have to inform my user then that if he or she enters 4, the program is going to end. So for that, I'm going to write out another option here as option 4, which is exit. And finally, there's something I need to add. That is, after my user enter an option, I need to clear the console. So I'm going to write as, after my user enters the option, I'm going to write as system cls, and this is the command which we use to clear the console. Finally, when I run my program, I get something like this. And if you want to check the balance, we can add 1, and the balance is 500. That is the initial value which we assign to the balance variable. And if you want to deposit money, we can enter 2, and they ask for the deposit amount, and I'm going to add 500. Then I'm going to again check the balance, then it will be 1500 plus 500. Then if you want to withdraw money, I'm going to add 3, and it asks for the amount, and I'm going to add 300, and again I'm going to check the balance. That means 1000 minus 300, we get 700. So if we're going to withdraw an amount which is greater than the balance, like I want to withdraw 1500, then it shows the message as insufficient balance. And if we want to exit the program, we can enter 4, and our program will be stop executing.